Hello there. I'd like to thank you for joining with us today. Today we're going to be painting a beautiful painting. I think you're really going to like it. So we're going to start off here. We've got our usual pre-stretched double prime canvas with an even coat of liquid white all over it. And that covers all of the canvas everywhere. Even coat, just very gently applied all across the canvas. This is going to enable you to really make some magic things happen. So as always, our colors will go across the bottom of your screen there. We have titanium white, Prussian blue, midnight black, dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, our friend alizarin crimson. These colors will be perfect for what we're going to create today. This canvas, where it's blank now, by the time you're finished with it, it's going to have some beautiful things going on here. I could see it already. Maybe a majestic mountain going on there, some big old evergreens, and maybe a nice lake in there. It's your imagination. Whatever comes out in your mind, we'll see it there on canvas. So we start off going through the colors here with the titanium white. We always put titanium white because we'll be using it the most right here at the bottom of our palette. Then Prussian blue and as it goes along there. So like I said, not many colors there. So what you'll be needing for the first bits is a 2-inch brush. These are really nice, good quality bristles. And these bristles, with a good quality brush, you can create all kinds of amazing things on your canvas. And your canvas will thank you for it. You don't want to use a brush where the bristles are coming out and ruin your painting. You don't want that. You want something that's going to have really nice flow to it. And a good quality brush will help you with that. Okay. So what we're going to do first, we're going to start off with the midnight black and a little bit of Prussian blue there. So we'll get an even coat there, and we'll just mix it up. And we'll apply it to canvas. This is going to be our sky. Little crisscross strokes all across the canvas here. This sky it's a little bit of a chilly one. I hope you got your coat. You don't need too much here. We've got the majority of it on the top of the canvas here. So it's just a matter of blending here. Motions like that, you will find a long way. Just nice and even strokes across there. This is going to get us a nice background sky. Maybe pop some fluffy little clouds up there. Your canvas is really gonna look magical, really beautiful. Okay. Just take a little bit more of that midnight black and Prussian blue here. With our color palette, today we want it to be nice and stormy. Living in Alaska for a dozen years, and things get cold out there. And surrounded by all these beautiful mountains, we get used to these cold skies and stormy clouds. Carry a lot of snow up there. There we go. There we go. That's it. There. Now I won't go too far below there. We'll do something with that horizon in a minute. Okay. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get some titanium white. We're gonna pop it on the bristles there. Now these are gonna be your background clouds, so start to fill into the brush like that. And then we just pop some fluffy little clouds. Remember, this is your world. These clouds can live wherever you are. It's your imagination. Wherever you want your clouds, or happy little clouds, you go right ahead and put it there. So remember the technique. So we'll put this in some odorless thinner here and give the paintbrush a clean. We'll be going back to that. So in the thinner, and you guessed it, beat the devil out of it. So we'll just go with a fan brush here, and we'll just make some highlights on all of your clouds there. Some magical things happen with these clouds. Of course, being a stormy day, there's going to be plenty of them. Okay, so it's a lot of dabbing. You don't want to go too over the top of the clouds. You want to let the shapes form in the sky, and the paint will really help you because of that already stretched canvas with liquid white. It's working with you now. It's working with you now. So what we want to do, we'll get our 2-inch brush here, just a little bit of paint there, we'll dab it around your clouds. Okay, as you can tell, these clouds are really starting to look really beautiful. Something quite special about them. And now you've noticed on the edge of my paintbrush, there's barely any paint on there. That's perfect. This is exactly what you want for your clouds. And now we're gonna do the thing. This is what my viewers like the most. This is where the magic happens. So you take your 2-inch brush, and now we fluff them. We fluff all your clouds. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Fluffy white clouds there. Magical things are happening. And then just gently go over it. There we go. Just ever so gently. Perfect. Just a little bit there. Tap it on. Cloud, really bringing out the highlights there. Really bringing it out. You notice this canvas is already being transformed. A beautiful sky is appearing in. You guessed it. Fluff it up. There we go. Beautiful, magical things happening. We fluff it up and gently allow those clouds to spread out. Look really natural on the canvas. And same again on the cloud here. We'll just tap away a little bit, just a little bit of tapping. There we go. Not too much on the brush. Just enough to really bring out the highlights in your clouds there. And then fluff them up. Fluff them all up. People will be looking at your paintings and they'll be asking you, how'd you get such amazing fluffy clouds on in your skies like that? But that'd be between just you and me. Keep fluffing. There we go. Keep fluffing the clouds. And gently. Nice gentle strokes. There. Isn't that beautiful? So if you notice with the sky, we haven't gone too sort of cold in the sky. Everything is nice, and it's going to match with the color palette which we're using today we're going to keep with a nice sort of cold blue theme going on here. It's not going to be too overpowering, but with the sky that you've got here, I wouldn't go too deep with the clouds. I wouldn't have too many clouds. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so once again, some odorless thinner in the brush and beat the devil out of it. Alright. So next thing what we're gonna do, we're gonna take some Prussian blue and some midnight black and some Van Dyke brown in here as well. So we've got a nice dark even coat of paint here, and this is where big things happen. Big things happen, and take your painting knife and we're just following along there. Wow. And that's one big majestic mountain just sitting right there. And you guessed it, he's got a friend too. And he comes in just here. There we go. There. Big old friend. He's gonna be behind him. He's gonna be watching his back. Why not? Let's put another one in here. There we go. Now you want to pay attention with the direction of the lines that you'll be using to create your mountain. You want to let your painting flow give a point of interest for the viewer to appreciate. So we have a background mounting, and then we have a foreground mounting. So we just bring out a few of those highlights in there. Don't apply too much pressure here. You don't need that much pressure. Just enough. Just enough. The folks at studio here, they tell me I'll keep an eye on me and make sure I'm not going blabbering on for too long. They say, Bob, make sure you don't go over your time limit. So I try and make sure that nothing's rushed, but also keep the studio members happy as well. Is it? And the magic behind this as well. You know, I just do the painting. There's a great team here that sets up this beautiful canvas here, make sure it's all ready for Bob to a little painting on there. Okay, so what we're going to do now is add the highlights to the mountain. So we take an even coat like that, and what we do, we're going to pop it on the top of your mountain and very gently pull it down, just like that, just as easy as that. See all those beautiful shadows which have just appeared there. Once again, just a little bit of paint at the end, top of your mountain. Watch his friend disappear here. Whoosh. Oh, behind there, whoosh. I like to make sound effects as well when doing my paintings. And how about another one? Whoosh. There's another one. And as you can tell, that has really brought in some dark shadows there. And on our main big old mountain there we go. There it is. And just think about where the shadows are going to be. Where's the light hitting from on your canvas? The light here is coming from the top of our right of the canvas and flying all the way down to the bottom. So shadows would be on the left side here, depending on how big your mountains are in your painting. Of course, we will see nature through different eyes. There we go. So what we're going to do is give a little bit of snow to this mountain. You can't have a mountain without any snow. Otherwise, it's probably a volcano. Okay, so we're going to take some titanium white here. Plenty of it as well. Notice how it's all on the end of our painting knife here. And what we're going to do, we're going to pop it on the top of your mountain there. And then we're going to gently, 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 gently pop it down. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? Gently, 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 gently. All of those magical things begin to happen with the snow on your mountain. So we're going to add just a little bit of Prussian blue. And just give a little bit of a icy feel. Very nice and gentle. You don't want to press too hard on this. You want the paint to spread out. That's where your detail goes. There we go. There it is. And don't worry about the bottom of the mountain either. That's not important. We just want the top of the mountain to look amazing, which it already does. Already done. So allow the paint just to flow down. Perfect. Whoosh. Whoosh. So many magical things happen. You can create mountains and to your heart's content on your canvas. And if I had my way, I fill the whole canvas with mountains because they're just so beautiful. Okay, so I think there's plenty of snow for a mountain. Doesn't that look amazing? Really beautiful. Some big majestic mountains, but it looks like it might be missing something, but we'll get onto that in a minute. Okay, so you want to take your 2-inch brush again, and just at the bottom of the mountain there, we just want to mist it up a little bit. But pull all the bottom of the mountain down. Just do a sweeping motions like this. Just touch the canvas, pull it down. Touch the canvas, and pull it down. Touch the canvas, pull it down. You got it. And there we go. So this will be our shadow here. We have a beautiful mountain lake. See at the bottom of the beautiful mountains here. Okay. And now we just want to blend it in, mist it up a little bit. There we go. Keep misting up. Whoosh. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Alright. So, let's say we best put a little bit of a shore on that lake of ours here. So what we need is just a little bit of titanium white, and this titanium white will be just our little waves and where the shore breaks. Just a little bit of dabbing around here, and this is just a little indication of snow around the lake here. There we go. Just sort of scratching motions. Just follow where your lake goes, right around the mountain. And magical things happen here. Real magical things. viewers' attention as it flows through on the lake and see these big majestic mountains on there. It's gonna look absolutely beautiful. There we go. What about the shore just continues all the way down here. There we go. It comes all the way here. Whoosh. Old Bob likes to make his little sound effects. Try to make the painting come alive. I mean, this is how I imagine how painting could look. A happy little painting here is gonna have some happy little sound effects. Whoosh, whoosh. We take some titanium white and we just give an indication of some hills here coming down the front of the canvas. A bit like the mountain, we just add the snow-covered detail, but not too much. You don't want to go too heavy on this bit. You just want, there we go, you just want it to flow. Isn't that amazing? These amazing things happen. Nice and gentle with the canvas. You've got all the time in the world to do this as well. And you can make your painting as filled up and amazing as possible. There we go. Beautiful. So, let's say it's about time to be a little bit brave here. We're gonna pop some big old friends in here. So we're gonna mix up some Prussian blue. Okay. And we're also gonna have some black in there with the Prussian blue and a little bit of lizard crimson, a little bit more black. We want this to be a little bit dark. So we take out a fan brush here and make sure the bristles are really filled up here. Okay, so this is where some big decisions have got to be made here. There it is. Big old evergreen tree here. Oh, happy little world here. We're gonna have a real beautiful big old evergreen tree. So what you want to do is just make sure those bristles are filled up and just keep dabbing away. Remember that every tree is imperfect as well. There's no perfect tree. So let the trees come out however it flows in your painting. Just let it all flow. Whatever comes natural to you. You want to make sure with your painting everything is just positioned in a place where you feel comfortable and happy. What the heck? Let's put another happy little evergreen tree here. Same sort of dabbing effects on the other side of the tree here. There is really not much to it. Just keep dabbing away. And as we get down further, of course the branches get a little bit bigger and thicker, so just apply a little bit more paint and a little bit more pressure. There we go. There we go. You notice how on the back there, the viewer's eye is drawn through the trees to the beautiful mountains you just made. It's all a matter of perspective. Simple, big, and brave decisions like these evergreen trees can really help create some depth in your painting. And you will notice all the amazing, magical things taking place in your painting. You wouldn't even believe that you could do it. And there you are, doing it. So many of you send me through your amazing paintings that you've been creating. Some of you say, Bob, I've never painted before, and I gave your paintings a go, and I can't believe what I created. And that's just simply amazing. So many people appreciating nature and creating their own happy landscapes to keep for themselves or their partners or family or loved one. Something really special about it. Really special. Creating a world that you have up in your head. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of highlights to that. Of course, this is quite a cold little picture that we're going to be doing today. So what we're going to do, we're going to take some of that brown and we're going to add a little bit of Prussian blue in there. Keep with that nice color palette you've got there with the Prussian blue and some titanium white. And once we get that white on there, there we go. And we just want to do some slight indications of snow that have fallen on our big old evergreen trees here. This is going to really make your trees pop. I mean, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful things just taking place. The trees come alive there. Same again. Think about where the light will be coming off the trees. Those are where your highlights want to be. So same again with our background evergreens, just little tiny indications of snow that's falling on these big old trees there. They've been waiting for it. All that snowfall, they say it's too hot. We'd like a little bit of a cooling down here. So good old Mother Earth provides, gives plenty of snow on these trees. Just slight indications there. That emotions. There. Does that look amazing? Okay, so we're going to take a 2-inch background brush now. So you notice with the bristles here on a background brush, it's very smooth. This means it's going to be perfect for adding a little bit of foliage in there. Some happy little bushes. And we're just going to pop it on our bank and make a decision. There it is. Just tap away there. Pull the paint off the palette. Turn it upside down. And there. There's a happy little bush there. And we just thin out this paint a little bit more, and you'll really notice that this will stick on your canvas really a lot better. You put a nice big old bush in there. Happy little bushes along the riverbank here. So if anyone's walking by, they see the bushes and leads on to the trees and up to the lake, to the big old mountains. It's your world. You can paint whatever you would like. I'm just showing you how to do it. Amazing things are happening when you paint. You just gotta allow yourself to see nature on your canvas. That's the most tricky part, is seeing what you see in your mind, putting it on canvas. But once you've got the techniques to do it, then you will notice all these magical things happen. You create beautiful nature scenes, and big old majestic mountains and trees, and all these places for wildlife to go. So we pop those trees in there. So what we're going to do is clean the brush, a bit of odorless thinner, and my favorite bit, beat the devil out of it. And what we're going to do is a little bit of reflection here on the leg. So same again, we're going to pop the brush there and gently down. And there. Ever so gently. You see how I'm holding the brush? There's nothing to it. Nothing to it. Just follow the bank which we created there. And down we go. Whoosh. Just, there we go. Missed it up a little bit. So missed the leg along here. We'll just quickly pop some rocks in that lake, or maybe it's a river and it's flowing. So I pop a couple of rocks in there with that Van Dyke brown, a little bit of Prussian blue there as well. A reflection on the water. There we go. Okay, and then we'll give it a little bit of highlight down one side of the shadow, and gently, 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 gently pop it down there. Okay, same with the other one. Gently, 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 gently. There it is. Now we'll just put a little bit of indication, some titanium white. That little ripples around these rocks. We don't know if the water flows too much here. I expect it's been frozen. But just tiny indication, just dab away with your titanium white. There we go. There we go. A little bit of titanium white around the works there. Just a slight indication of some water around your rocks. There we go. Right, we just take the 2-inch brush again and just mist it up there. There we go. And just a little bit up. Beautiful. Isn't that absolutely amazing what we've created today? Well, I'm afraid that we seem to be running out a bit of time here, so what we do is just get to sign in that. And make sure you sign all your paintings. Make sure that whoever views your painting will always know who created it. There we go. And I think that's pretty much a complete painting, would you say? Well, I really hope that you enjoy painting this beautiful cold winter's landscape painting here with some beautiful mountains coming along there, some evergreen, big old evergreen trees along here, big one there and a big one there, lovely embankment there, and another one going along there, and it just really flows and grabs your attention through there. You're going to have a lot of fun painting it. I really hope you do. And before we go, I'd just like to say thank you once again for being here with us today. It's an amazing thing being able to paint here so many pictures for you, and what I've seen from what you're creating, so many amazing pictures. I'm blown away with the talent which I've seen coming for so many viewers. This really is a beautiful, wonderful thing that we're doing together. And I'd also quickly like to thank the team with us today. They're the ones that make sure that you get to see these paintings, and I want to make sure that everyone through the creation process is always well appreciated, just like you are. The canvas today, beautiful canvas, and like I said at the beginning, we're going to make an amazing, beautiful, and quite cold painting today. I think we have certainly done that. If you go around to this picture, you probably need to grab your big old coat and make sure you keep nice and warm. But being in Alaska for such a long time, that I really loved so much the big old majestic mountains everywhere, and they're so much fun to paint. So I'd really like to thank you for joining with me today. It's been really great painting together this beautiful picture, and I hope that you have fun painting yours, and I look forward to seeing all of your creations if you send it to me as well. I really hope that you are doing great, and happy painting. Take care of yourself. Cheerio.